Hi survivors, it's me Purpose and reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well because what's going on in this world is not. Please excuse the quality of the video. If it's your first time watching my channel or you new here, my subscribers, they already know I don't do things the way everybody else do it. I just try to get the message out here. I vent on here from all this insanity, nightmare, foolishness that's going on in the world today. So please excuse the quality of the video. I'm not presentable to be seen, but I had these things on my mind. And before they left my mind, we all preparing, for our week and whatnot. I wanted to talk to you guys about it. It's so many different things right now that are on my mind in regards to the state of the world today, in regards to what's going on, and in regards to some things that I've been experiencing as well as millions of other of us. But I just want to talk because I saw this show on the History Channel. It must have been 15 years ago. It was 20 years ago. It was a long time ago. How we would all one day be displaced because of the climate. How we would have to keep traveling from this place to that place in order to survive. And I think about that all the time. I think about it now more than ever because of the excessive heat, these wildfires, all this erratic weather. Ms. Howard was saying how a hurricane was popping up. Weatherman talks about this as well. All of these different hurricanes and storms and all this different stuff. And so now it's reminding me of what I saw on that History Channel's show. And ever since the beginning of this pandemic in 2020, when that illness was dropped out here, allegedly, people have been finding themselves moving from here to there. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, and I am being so honest because y'all know I travel. Well, I was traveling. Everywhere you go is a nightmare in this country. I'm telling you, everywhere you go, it's a nightmare. It may be a different nightmare than the other place that you are escaping from, but everywhere you go is a nightmare. Now, when I was in New York, y'all know that I was in New York. New York is terrible. It's crime infested. Everywhere is crime infested. But when you're in heavily populated areas where you have millions and millions of people, it's going to be way more problems than others. It's heavily infested with crime, heavily infested with Democrat agendas. They got all these different people who have crossed the border illegally out there that they're supporting. Every time you turn around, it's something terrible, terrible that's happening out there, right? Out here in Texas, now we're dealing with this heat. Man, y'all, the heat is so bad. They're saying that there's about to be excessive fires out here. Of course, there's going to be a lack of food and also there's water restrictions. The list go on and on and on and on. Plus, on top of that, a lot of crime. Plus, on top of that, a lot of inflation, just like in New York. New York is so bad with inflation, and the food is bad. Everywhere you go in this country, it's going to be a nightmare monster foolishness unless you're escaping way out to the countryside where you're not around a lot of people and a lot of agendas. I'm telling you. And even there, people that's off the grid are dealing with the weather, saying how the sun is frying their vegetation. They're having to spend so much money on greenhouses and all these other different things to protect their food from the sun. So, I'd rather much deal with that than all this stuff that's going on in all these heavily populated areas in this country, in these cities and whatnot. Y'all, it is so bad. Now, from New York all the way to Texas and in between, I see so many people homeless. I'm talking about regular people like you and I, y'all. People it's tents set up everywhere. I'm talking about people are doing bad. And if you don't believe me, go to TikTok and see all them rants. Right here on YouTube, you see all the rants about people can't afford to live. Literally, people cannot afford to live. They sit up here and went up on everything that was mandated by this system, but they didn't go up on our wages. So you're finding people working 2 and 3 and 4 different jobs. It's really crazy. So now they're saying, some of you guys were telling me yesterday that they were talking about these fires that's about to happen in Texas. I really believe it. And then we look at that nightmare foolishness over there in Hawaii. Look what they did.